Hi everybody, my name is Ellery Sims and I'm a real estate agent in Taos, New Mexico. I work with Dreamcatcher Real Estate and we're here in San Luis, Colorado. I want to introduce you to Tom Garcia. He is the owner of this beautiful 250-acre ranch called the Broken Anchor Ranch. Tom?
Good morning, Ellery.
Good morning.
Glad to have you and Michael here. We'll take you on a tour of the ranch here in San Luis, Colorado. Horseman's Paradise. It's got 250 acres, all under irrigation. 208 shares of San Luis People's Ditch, which is the #1 priority water right in the state of Colorado. It is the oldest adjudicated water right in the entire state of Colorado. I've got the second greatest number of shares of water out of the San Luis People's Ditch, in addition to shares on the Robert Allen Ditch with a junior priority.
Tom, why don't you show us the boundaries of the property?
Ellery, the ranch runs in one continuous rectangle. It starts on the south end on Colorado Highway 159, goes in one rectangle all the way along Culebra Creek, going straight north, and ends up on Highway 142, Colorado Highway 142 on the north side of the property. Ellery, in front of us we've got the ranch house. It has been remodeled in the last 10 years. It's about 1,800 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home. It has got vaulted ceilings, tongue and groove wood on the ceilings, saltillo tile on the floors, open floor plan. It's got 2 bedrooms downstairs and a loft bedroom upstairs, along with a fiberglass pipe fence around it. Beyond that, you've got a 5-stall horse barn. You've got 2 grain bins, one's a 4,000 bushel capacity. The smaller one is a 2,500 bushel capacity. That particular grain bin functions as a tack room, which we'll see later. Beyond that, you've got working corrals with crowding alley, crowding tub, squeeze chute for cattle. You've got 4 different corrals and a round pen to start horses in.
So Tom, tell us about this amazing river and your river leases that you have on this.
Okay, Ellery, on our right over here you can see the Culebra Creek. It originates up around 11,000 or 12,000 feet up in the San Luis Creek is behind us. I've got the fishing rights on this river leased to the Solitary Angler Fishing Club out of Taos, New Mexico, which I'm also a part of. We maintain these waters for trophy trout fishing. It's a catch and release, dry flies or dry and wet flies only. Now the purchaser of this property would have the option of continuing with the lease, which is a wonderful option as it will include a lifetime membership in the Solitary Angler Fishing Club, which will allow the purchaser of this property to fish any of our waters in New Mexico, Colorado, or Wyoming.
Fantastic.
Or they have got the option of not continuing the lease with Solitary Angler and just fishing their own private water for the rest of their life. But as you can see, this river never freezes in the wintertime. It flows enough that in spite of whatever the temperatures are, you've got open water for fishing year-round. They've got everything they can want. They've got trees, they've got grass, they've got water. Not much, you couldn't find a better place anywhere else. It's not far. built this bridge last year. It's got 4 steel I-beams, 18-inch beams. I've passed semis full of cattle, 85,000 pounds of cattle over the top of this, and it doesn't even budge. So, you know, again, very, very nice bridge. The hole underneath the bridge, full of rainbow trout. I caught one in there one day, it looked like a football. And the hole down there is actually about 5 foot deep. On the east side of this property, along the Russian olive trees here, that is the east boundary of the property. It runs again north and south on the east edge of the corrals and goes all the way past the big Quonset hut on the north end of the property. Again, at the junction of, or it joins Highway 142 on the very north end. Across to the west, over a half mile, and then back to the north to Highway 159. Okay, Ellery, on this place we've got several seasonal lakes that we have all summer long, mostly from irrigation water, either neighbors irrigating and fill up the lakes, or actual sub, but it just makes for real pretty stuff. I mean, this lake right up here is here all summer long. It's about 6 foot deep. You can swim, you can fiddle fart around, whatever you want to do on it. Over here towards the pond, we've got a couple other little lakes that sub up, and we've got 2 others in the back pastures. Okay, Ellery, right here we've got the working corrals, primarily used for cattle, also turnout pens for horses. We've got 4 different pens, each one successively smaller than the rest. We can handle about probably 200 head of cattle in them. We've got 1 great big pen, we've got 3 smaller ones that ultimately end up in the crowding tub. We've got water at the corrals, we've got electric to them also.
How many head of cattle will the ranch support?
Ellery, right now we're running pairs, and we've got about 80 pairs. On a typical year, I can run about 160 yearlings and or about 80 pairs. And that is on the north 4 pastures. On the south pastures over here, I've got about 24 head of horses all together, and as you can see, the bay gelding and the little Palomino stallion standing in there are knee deep in grass. Along with running those numbers of cattle and the 24 head of horses, I'm still able to cut about 3,000 bales of hay off this place.